Shalom everyone, how's everyone doing? This is your boy Abodi Kenya coming at you with another video. First off, I want to give all praises to the Most High of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Holy One of Israel, our King and our Savior. Besides him, there is no other. He's the Alpha, the Omega, the first, the last, the beginning, and the end. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and get this lesson started for the day. Today we're going to be talking about communion, and is it a sin or did the Most High ordain it? As usual, we're going to go ahead and prove that the New Testament is not the word of the Most High and that Jesus is not his son, period. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to Matthew 26. As usual, I don't like reading out of this New Testament, but you know, we have to do it for edification of the people's sake. So without further ado, we're going to go flip to Matthew 26. And we're going to go ahead and start with the 21st verse. Whoa. No, I'm on the wrong page. Sorry about that. 26 and yeah, 21, all right. And they did eat. He said, "Verily I say unto you that one of you shall betray me." Okay, so I'm going to skip a lot of this. This is basically talking about during the supposed Passover here, and basically how Judas was going to betray Jesus and all that. We're going to go ahead and skip down to the main part. 25. Then Judas betrayed him, answered and said, "Master, is it I?" He said unto him, "Thou hast said." 26. And as they were eating, Jesus took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the disciples and said, "Take, eat, this is my body." 27. And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, "Drink ye all of it." 28. This is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remissions of sin. But I say unto you, I will not. 29. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pull up on my phone. We're going to go pull up different versions of Matthew 26 and 28. Okay. New International Version says, "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins." New Living Translation, "For this is my blood which confirms the covenant between God and his people and is poured out as a sacrifice to forgive the sins of many." English Standard, "For this is the blood of the covenant which is poured out for the forgiveness of many." Okay, basically, you know, Aramaic Bible in plain English, "This is my blood of the new covenant, which is shed in exchange for many for the release of sins." All right, so I'm not going to go any further, but basically this is saying that this is the covenant that God made, or the supposed covenant that the Most High made with the children of Israel, when that's a lie. The covenant that he made with the children of Israel, that they were gonna inherit a large portion of land. That's the covenant he made with Abraham. Got passed on down to Isaac, and then it got passed on down to Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, and his sons, the 12 sons, were they were the beneficiaries of that covenant. So this is not talking about some, you know, I don't know what they're talking about over here in the New Testament that's false. Also, let's address one thing. You know, Jesus said apparently that you know, this was for, you know, the remissions of sin. Well, the definition of remission, we're just going to go ahead and get some synonyms. The release, the forgiveness, that's a lie. That's not for the remissions of anybody's sins. Let's go ahead and go what the law says. We're going to go ahead and go to Deuteronomy 24 and 16. We'll see what the Most High said about this. See if Jesus lied or the Most High lied. Most High doesn't lie, so we're going to go ahead and say that Jesus lied. Deuteronomy 24:16. The fathers shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin. That's plain and simple. I don't see how you could, mistake that for, Jesus died for your sins. Jesus didn't die for your sin. I'm going to show you that again in a different verse in Ezekiel chapter 18. Limitations. Ezekiel 18. All right. We're going to go with verse 4. We'll start with verse 4 and we'll skip down. All right. Behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. 5. But if a man be just and do which is lawful and right. 6. And hath not eaten upon the mountain, neither hath lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, neither hath defiled his neighbor's wife, neither hath come near a menstruous woman, and hath not oppressed, but hath restored to the debtor of his pledge, hath spoiled none by violence, and hath given his bread to the hungry, and hath covered the naked with the garment, he that hath not given forth upon usury, neither hath taken any increase, that hath withdrawn his hand from iniquity, hath executed true judgment between man and man, hath walked in my statutes, and hath kept my judgment, and truly deal, he is just, and he shall surely live. Thus saith the Most High. So, so basically, if you don't sin, the Most High said you're gonna live. Later on in Deuteronomy 18, and let's start with 18. As for his father, because he cruelly oppressed, spoiled his brother by violence, and did that which is not good among his people, lo, even he shall die in his iniquity. Again, this is another example. If you die for your own sins, Jesus can't die for your own sins. 19. Yet say ye, why doth not the Son bear the iniquity of the Father? When the Son hath done what is lawful and right, and hath kept all my statutes, and hath done them, he shall surely live. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The Son shall not bear the iniquity of the Father, neither shall the Father bear the iniquity of the Son. The righteousness of the righteousness shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. Okay, so again, the Most High is making it clear here that you are to die for your own sins, and you will pay for your own sins. For example, if I have a brother Charlie, if I go shoot somebody and I kill them, can Charlie pay for my mistakes? Can Charlie go sit in front of the judge and say, hey, judge, I want to pay for his mistakes? He didn't do anything. No, I have to pay for that. So if I go to prison for 20 years, if I get life, or if I get the death penalty, guess what? I have to pay for that crime. Charlie can't pay for my crime. Just like if Charlie were to kill someone, I can't plead the judge to go to prison and serve out his sentence for himself. No, because I didn't commit the crime. So therefore, I can't pay for it. So it's the same concept with Jesus. This is a lie. We're going to go back to Matthew, and we're going to re-examine some of this other stuff that it was saying in here that goes against the Most High. We're mainly going to deal with how it said, eating his body and, whatnot. First off, we're going to go, let's turn to Genesis chapter 9. We're going to see what the Most High said, because you can't eat the body of something. That's wickedness. That's madness. And yeah, you're eating like with a cracker or something like that, but still the point is, that cracker or that wafer is still symbolic of, someone's body, and that's wickedness. All right. Genesis chapter 9. We're going to start with the first verse, and we'll go down to the fourth. And the Most High blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. So this is after the flood and all that. 2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all of the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things. So at this time, the Most High told Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, basically Noah, to pass down onto his, family and his daughter-in-laws that anything that was on the earth moving, they could eat. So at this time, such things like pork, duck, shark, catfish, whatever, these things at the time they were okay to eat. The Most High never said that they were forbidden, but He did give them a rule. Let's read verse 4. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat. So basically right here, the Most High is basically saying you cannot eat anything with blood in it. It's wickedness. You can't do that. Verse 5, it says, Surely your blood of your lives will I require at the hand of every beast, and I will require it, and at the hand of every man, at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. So that's more so get into murder. If you kill someone, Most High is going to require it of you. So you can't drink blood, you can't eat anything. And we're going to go ahead and go into the dietary laws and 11th chapter of Leviticus. Now, I'm not really going to go through all of this. You can read through this yourself. But we'll just read what the Most High said was clean and not clean to eat. I'm going to go ahead and start with 3. Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. Nevertheless, these shall you not eat of them that cheweth the cud, nor of them that divide the hood as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hood, he is unclean to you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hood, he is unclean to you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hood, he is unclean to you. And the swine, which is pig, though he divide the hood and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and of their carcasses shall ye not touch, they are unclean to you. Alright, so basically, the beasts of the earth, there are prerequisites for you to eat them. They must be A, they must have parted hooves. B, they must be cloven-footed. So cloven-footed, they have, the four things at the bottom. I really don't know what to call it. I'm not, really a zoologist or a biological expert, so I really don't know. But the hooves at the bottom of their feet, you can count. There should be 4 there. Generally, they're black on a lot of animals. They must chew the cud. They must chew grass. So you have 3 things: cloven-footed. That's 1. Number 2, they must chew cud. Number 3, they must be parted. So cloven-footed, for example, horses, they chew cud, they're cloven footed, but their hooves are not parted. So horses are not clean. You're not supposed to eat horses. But what are clean are goats, oxen, cows of any kind, lamb, sheep. You know, generally a lot of the animals that graze out there, they're pretty clean to eat. But you know, we go over here further in the Levitical dietary laws. You read down, it talks about bugs, and it talks about the fish that are not clean to eat. I mean, basically, it's, how do I put this? Basically, you know, a lot of it, it's, you gotta kind of think critically, but human in here is something that you know, you can't eat humans because they don't fit that. I would put them in the beast category. You can't do that because, one, I mean, they're bipedal. Generally, anything bipedal you can't eat anyway, except if you're talking about certain kind of fowl. Certain fowls like quail or what's another clean bird? Partridge, not partridge, but I can't think of the name right now. But pheasant, yeah, pheasant. Pheasant's a clean animal. Quail's a clean, you know, fowl of the earth. But you can't eat, you know, other birds like ostriches, emus, eagles, vultures, which turkey is part of a vulture. A lot of Israelites have told me chicken. I'm still doing research on that, so, you know, possibly chicken. But yeah, like those are they're clean and unclean things that, you know, you can't eat, and the human's one of them. You can go do a report and you can go look at it and see that if people that practice cannibalism on a heavy basis, they start to get holes in their bones, and basically their body starts to deteriorate. So the Most High was, you know, is a genius, and, you know, and all these things. Right quick, I want to go to Deuteronomy 14. I'm going to go ahead and make this a two-part video. If it runs too long. Deuteronomy 14. And we're going to go with the fourth verse. Numbers and Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 14. All right. This is more on the Levitical law. You know, as I said, you know, these are some of the things that the Most High said you can eat. Start with verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing, which is, you know, a cursed, wicked thing, something that's disgusting and defiled. All right. Verse 4. These are the beasts which you may eat: ox, sheep, goat, hart, roebuck, deer, goat, fig garg, I'm not sure what that is, ox, chamoy. You know, so basically he's saying, you know, some of the things I mentioned earlier, this is what the Most High said that you can eat, and some of the stuff that you can't eat. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and we're going to go back and we're going to come back with part 2.